Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're going to talk about the language of champions, the words we use to describe what's number one. We are talking about superlatives, and trust me, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to use them to talk about the absolute best, biggest, and fastest things out there.
So just think about it for a second. When something is at the very, very top, at the extreme end of equality, how do you even describe that? Well, English has this special tool for it, and it's super powerful. Let's just see it in action.
You don't just say it's a tall building, you say it's the tallest skyscraper. See the difference? It's not just a fast car, right? No, it's the fastest car on the entire planet.
And I mean, look at this guy. He's not just happy, he is clearly the happiest dog in the whole world. That feeling, that idea of being the most, that's what superlatives are all about. Okay, so let's break this down and get a proper definition. What exactly is it that makes a word a superlative? To put it really simply, a superlative adjective is all about finding the one thing in a group that is at the absolute extreme. It's not just more than something else, it is the most of all of them. It's how we single out the one at the very top, or, the very bottom, to make a really strong, clear point. This example makes it crystal clear. We're not just comparing her to one other person, no. Within the entire group, the whole class, nobody is taller. She's number one. That right there is the power of a superlative. So how do we actually build these powerful words? Well, lucky for us, for short adjectives, there's a beautifully simple formula. Let's check it out. It's a really simple three-step process. First, and this is so important, you always start with the word the. Second, you grab your short adjective, like fast or cold. And third, you just tack est right onto the end. So, the plus your adjective plus est. Easy, right? Let's see how it works. Tall becomes the tallest, fast becomes the fastest, cold becomes the coldest, and strong becomes the strongest. Once you see that pattern, you can start applying it to tons of different words. Now, of course, this is English, so it loves to have a few special spelling rules. But don't you worry, they're actually really straightforward and they follow some pretty clear patterns. Okay, so the main rule is just add est, but you have to pay attention to how the word ends. If it already ends in an e, like nice, you just add st. Easy. If it ends in a y, like happy, you change that y to an I first. And for short words like big, you just double that last letter before adding est. That's really it. Awesome. So now that we know how to build them, let's see how they actually work in real conversations. Everything from making statements to asking questions. So here's a simple statement. You're just pointing out that out of all the rooms in the house, this one is number one in size. This is the biggest. This is the biggest. And making it negative is just as easy. You just pop the word not right after the verb. He is not the smartest. It kind of implies that, yeah, he might be smart, but somebody else in that group holds the top spot. Now, to ask a question, you just do a little flip. You flip the subject and the verb. So instead of saying she is, you ask, is she? So is she the nicest person in the group? That's just a simple yes or no question. And the answers? They're just as simple and clean. You can just reply with a short, direct answer like, yes, she is, or no, she isn't. You don't have to repeat the whole sentence or anything. But what if you need more information? That's when you use those question words like who, what, or which right at the beginning. Who is the tallest is asking for a specific person. What is the biggest problem? Asks for a specific thing. All right, we've covered the definition, the formula, and how to use them in conversations. Now it is time to put it all into practice and make sure we avoid a couple of really common mistakes. Okay, listen up, because this is how you lock in your skills. You gotta avoid these two super common mistakes. First, always remember the. It's not he is tallest student, it's he is the tallest student. Second, for these short adjectives, don't use more. The word is the fastest, not more fast. Getting these two little details right is gonna make you sound so much more natural. Okay, time to make this personal. I want you to stop just learning and actually start using this grammar. Right now, I want you to think of 3 superlative things that are true about you. And don't be shy. And to get you started, think about these kinds of areas. A physical trait. Are you maybe the tallest person in your family? What about an ability? Were you the fastest runner back in school? Or an experience? What was the coldest place you've ever visited? See, this isn't just about grammar. It's how you tell your own unique story. So after this, ask yourself, what's the most important thing you can describe now?